Here, check. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, rolling. So I showed up after 3 hours, and I made $11 for 3 hours work. And I went ahead and I showed up at my place, and I got my smokes, and I had some Benadryl. You'll notice I've been here 400 days without side effects that were not able to be recorded on video camera due to I don't want everyone and their mother coming through this private gated neighborhood. I can take care of myself. And anyway, I was just sitting here silently thinking, it's in between 8:30 in the morning, and it's before 5 p.m. at night, and it's definitely before 9 p.m. at night. And so I was thinking, it was going to be quiet until whatever adult hour opened up, when I saw two turkeys walking by, and I said, oh, after a little brief pause, no one else mentioned anything. It's like how I was saying earlier, nature stops, for its purest forms. And if it doesn't, at least the radio stops. The radio show stops for its purest form. So I saw the two turkeys, and I put on Rocky Raccoon, because I couldn't go ahead and upload, videos of the turkeys in the street with all these other people's apartments or mobile homes or whatever in their set. And I had a couple more, and I was watching the ball of fire drop, and suddenly, I had the feeling that I was shot with a rubber bullet or something similar. And so maybe it was disbelief from around the way, whilst I was in some sort of spiritual medicinal something that says, oh, that's a Deca de 11 days, you've got cancer, because only Native Americans don't catch cancer from tobacco, or something similar about, yeah, right, like I'd believe that in hell, or something similar. So I kind of flicked half a cigarette butt out, and a little bit of an anxiety attack. It was either that, or I got a bruise like I had earlier from people says eminent domain, blame, and it doesn't even say warnings or nothing, it says. So I put in something, made up my own suspicious assumptions. I'm putting my own assumptions under suspicion about, say, what exactly the Sam Hick happened. But the house, my apartment, say, is in between Woodland and Terrace, and Terrace is a drive, and I'm not sure what Woodland is probably a drive too, but it goes around the shoe, is what he says, how I put it. It's like kind of like a loop. It's kind of like a horseshoe. It's like you can't just go circles on it. It has an exit. It has an entrance and an exit. So it's not necessarily a shakedown, but I mean, it's in the middle of two streets. Yeah, sure. It's the most I could do. And earlier in Andy C. New England radio show on the DC extension of the YTube.DC90, there was a condescending remark. And if I could end it off with a camp song, so I got about 15 minutes. So it was our house in the middle of the street, our house, where good people like to eat. Here I am having a fine time, just a very good time. And there they are, so and we didn't really mention them, but yet generally when they're going around, it says, oh no, poor people again, but I have a car or something. I don't know. Hey. So it says 2 310 out, check 2 2 2 2 3 2 2 2 2 1.